What's on the upside, people? My name is Song for Everything, and you can call me Song, and I am your resident cartoon connoisseur. With so many words of so many reboots happening, people seem to be getting riled up, and I can't blame them. I get nervous too. But we have to at least give these reimaginings a chance, because who knows, they might be good. Here are my top 5 TV animated reboots that were actually pretty great. As usual, the ground rules. I must have seen these shows. If I have not seen these shows, I do not have an opinion on them, and therefore they obviously cannot be on my list. No movies. I'm only talking about serialized programs today. Whether they are on TV specifically or not is not important. Animated shows only goes without saying. I am the cartoon connoisseur. If we want to talk about live action stuff, that's a list for another day. And as always, everything on this list is based off of my opinion and my opinion alone. We do not share the same opinions, so if you have some other opinion on how this list should be, let me know in the comments below and we can discuss. And with that out of the way, let's get into it.
Number 5.
Sonic Boom. I think this is criminally underrated. The people who do talk about it are people who are quoting it and talking about its meta humor because this show is funny. It's not perfect, it's not something that is entertaining all of the time. There are some major pacing issues and some episodes are just kind of meh. But when it gets its humor off the ground, oh my gosh, it is very funny and I do recommend it to anybody.
Number 4.
ScoobyDoo Mystery Incorporated. I quite enjoyed this version of ScoobyDoo specifically because it was more story focused than any of the many other renditions of the Scooby-Doo TV show. So I really liked the overarching plot element, and I liked how they really had a grasp on their mystery. My big issue with it though was that the character interactions were kind of forced. Like Velma and Shaggy's whole relationship thing, Velma came off way too strong, and Fred being way more dense than I think he should have been, so on and so forth.
Number 3.
Transformers Prime. I did a whole marathon review of Transformers, and there are many different series, and Transformers Prime was part of that, and I quite enjoyed it. And though I liked its sequel a little bit more, I'm putting Prime on this list instead, since that one is a sequel to Prime and not a reboot in all technicality. So that's how I'm treating it. I'm treating it as one big grouping. So I'm putting it on the 3rd spot in my list because it's one of the few Transformers series that doesn't feel like a giant commercial. Like, I know the new one feels just like it's just for the toys. The old one, the very first one, definitely just for the toys. The show gives Transformers more of a deeper, more serious plotline and themes. I just think it could have used more focus, which is why it's not higher on my list.
Number 2.
Spectacular Spider-Man. Not gonna lie, part of this is absolutely my own bias towards Spider-Man, but who cares? The show was amazing. I loved the characters, I loved the stories they told, the action was great. It was kind of unfocused here and there, but it was never enough to really detract from the series too hard. Unfortunately, I can't in my right mind put it at the top of my list because it never finished. It got canceled, it cut on a cliffhanger, it never concluded, and that bothers me more than I like Spider-Man. So it can't be up higher, which is unfortunate because if they had finished it, it totally would, barring any horrendous season 3 shenanigans.
Number 1.
Voltron Legendary Defender. I won't sit and call this a perfect show by any means. I'm not gonna get into a season 7 rant right now, but my goodness, this show is powerful. Its action is crazy and intense, And for a lot of it, I'm always at like the edge of my seat, wondering what's going to happen next. How are they going to get out of this? It's not one of those shows where, oh, you know the good guys are going to win because they're the good guys. Like, you have that to a degree, but they do lose sometimes, and I like that. And the interactions between characters are organic. The humor is organic. You can really tell these guys are friends. These guys are family even. And they're very close to each other. And it's hard, I think, to really have that come across in a medium such as animation. So that's why I have to put it in the top spot on my list. And to me, I think it's really deserving of it. But hey, that is just me. What do you think about any of these shows, or what do you think should be your own top 5? Let me know in the comments down below. If you've made it this far into the video, you might as well subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed. If you want to continue the conversation, my Discord is open to all and my Twitter is active. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to have a wonderful day today, and I hope you do too. Thanks so much for watching.